internet. It's Monday the 25th of July 2016. We're in Princeton, just checking out of the Riverside Motel. Again, we don't really have a destination on our trip. I mean, we did choose Nelson because we figured that would be potentially a good first location. We knew we wouldn't get there, we just wanted to head there. Last night, doing some research, Gav actually tour managed and he found a potential spot that's probably going to be a little bit better. I can't remember the name of it though, so when he comes out of the shower, we'll work that out. But the big thing for me today, Gav's going to do a bit of driving. There's a couple of factors there working against him. First one being he doesn't drive in Australia. He doesn't own a car in Australia. He hasn't driven a vehicle in Australia for a long time. And the overriding factor, here in Canada, you drive on the other side of the road. So it's going to be interesting. So we don't really have a destination yet. Oh yes we do.
Yeah, Creston.
Creston.
That's what I gotta project my voice. Creston.
I asked Gav to project his voice more when we're what's going on with this? When he's on my vlog. That's a normal beep, right? That's better. Creston it is.
Looks like a good one, distance-wise.
Yeah.
Small town, 5,000 odd people there.
Odd people?
Well, they probably are odd.
Odd.
They probably are odd.
That's not going in the vlog. We're not even in the Rockies yet. But there's some amazing vibes and amazing sceneries. Check this church out. Here's the second place we've stopped on the road. In a little while, Gav's going to take over and driving, but this is called Spotted Lakes. I think it's just salt flats, but I'm not 100% certain. Looks pretty interesting. Now it's time for Gav to take over the reins. Keep on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's a normal sound.
Just relax, everything's okay.
I'm gonna need this. Well, you seem to have gotten the hang of that.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
I'm gonna get the hang of this. Oh yes! And the lady at the Canadian border was kind enough to give me a big ass cup of ice.
You're asking the wrong person.
ETA of 6:30, so you're behind the wheel for 3 hours and a bit. How you feeling, Mass?
Yeah, alright. That was a little nerve-wracking, it was a bit confusing, but other than that...
The GPS actually did a furphy and made us, instead of saying you've stuffed it, turn around, it let us go and make a U-turn at the next available option. So we drove for about 5-10 minutes and then it said go down here and swing back, and then Gav hit the indicators, the wipers more than the indicators.
I instinctively went to indicate and the windscreen wipers came on. And it would have been a little bit comical for the drivers who witnessed that, because they probably thought I was on drugs or drunk or something. But no, I'm just Australian.
I'm enjoying it. Cheers.
Cheers.
As Canada winds... What? Winds? No, hang on. As Canada scenery winds its way past us...
We wind past here.
We wind past it. I'm 3 down.
Well, man, I'm just staying dead still. Those mountains are going fucking 80 k's an hour.
I'm just enjoying this opportunity for my cousin to drive me around. Gav never drives, and Gav's never owned a vehicle, so there's that as well. So this is a pretty unique opportunity for Gav to do the driving, and I'm taking the best. I'm enjoying it. Gav, when was the last time you drove a car in Australia?
I know for a fact that I helped you drive back from Adelaide. When was that? 3 years ago?
Yeah,
about 2-3 years ago. I know for a fact that cool bridge, that I did that, and that was quite a few. That was quite a big distance.
Yeah, that would have been 2013.
Yeah, I did quite a stretch.
How you going now?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's fun. I do actually kind of enjoy driving because it's a novelty to me. But I'm still like with this, because it's on the other side of the road, just there's more concentration required than normal, and I'm having fun, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I was explaining to Gav that driving on the right hand side of the road, the first thing that sort of confuses you is the peripherals. Like, you find yourself drifting off that side more because on the other side of the road your headspace is more about keeping that way, whereas on this side of the road you can work out the logistics. But yeah, you're struggling with it, and you struggle with it for the first couple of days, and then after that it's like your brain just switches over. I reckon he's doing pretty well, and I hope he enjoys it. I really hope he enjoys it, because not going to be the only time this happens. So after driving, I don't know, well, actually Gav drove, I passengered, and it was interesting to see Gav drive on the right hand side of the road. Did a pretty good job. I also did a pretty good job knocking off that Jack Daniels. Now, we didn't actually make it to Creston, that was our destination. We didn't actually get there. Instead, we stopped in a town called Salmo. What we were doing was we were saying, we put a destination in and we'll try to get there, but if it gets to 5 p.m. and we haven't got there, we'll just punk it and stay wherever we can. So that's why we ended up in Salmo. We're pretty loose. We don't really have a great schedule to keep to. Over the way here, there's a river. Let's enjoy Salmo. While he faffs around with the door, I'll give you the heads up. We're at the Salmo Crest Hotel. He's having a bad time here. And we're going to trek down to the river, take a swim. Look at this beautiful Canadian air. Look at that. He's still struggling there. I know my cousin. He's pretty on with this sort of stuff.
Should just have a button on the inside.
What seems to be the problem?
It's going to keep staring you out.
Oh, okay. So you can't lock it.
Yeah, I think it's maybe this one. That's that one.
He gives up. I'll give it a crack.
It should have a button on the inside, right?
That's when you're inside. Okay, so that's when that button there, or that dial, is for the inside.
Yeah.
But we're not inside, we're going outside. So yeah, and that, why is there no button? Okay, what are the keys we got? We've only got one key, and the key goes in both?
Yeah.
Take that out.
What'd you do? Just jiggle it on.
I locked it.
Yeah. Took you a while though, didn't it?
I locked it.
Yeah, how long did it take? About 30 seconds. It's
Oh,
not.
I just worked it out. The only key we have goes in here.
Yeah.
That's for a lock from the inside, so you have to push that handle in and twist it, and then it's locked from the inside. So that key opens that lock up when you come back.
Huh.
I'm no brain surgeon, but that wasn't that difficult.
30 seconds.
You're arguing my 30 seconds. It took you 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you got it, but it took 30 seconds. Obviously, there's some kind of trick to it. You worked it out quicker than me.
Let's go to the river. My cousin has had a hard day. I mean, he did drive a vehicle for the first time in about 3 years, and he drove on the right-hand side of the road. That's going to definitely make it more difficult. Dealing with a lock, that just capped it off. But we are in a
Stubborn lock.
It was a stubborn lock.
Like the first one.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. I wanted the door shut in 1 second and it didn't.
Time for a swim. Not only has the Salcrest Motel got new owners, but I was talking to the guy before. He said, man, this place, it's super, super famous for bears. And I mean, realistically, all of Canada's famous for bears. But from an Australian point of view, we don't see bears. We got koala bears and kangaroos. They're not bears. We have weird animals, but we don't have wild bears. The Salcrest Motel, these guys told me that they've got bears running around willy-nilly in this place, black bears and brown bears. What we've done is we've set up camp in number 2. We're in motel number 2, Salcrest Motel. Beautiful staff, beautiful location. Check the river out. You've seen my shots. It's incredible here. We are super psyched because right on the back of our motel, like if you go over the top and back down, there is a brown bear with its cub just chilling. And like, seriously, I'm sorry if this is shaking, but I'm a little goosebumpy right now because I've never seen a bear in the wild. Gav's over there with the jacks. We're gonna take our drink and we're gonna go and sit with the bear. Oh, that's we're out of time. Hey, thanks a lot for checking out Gives a Minute, my YouTube channel, the one you just watched. If you liked it, perhaps you'd like to check out the previous minute, a random minute, or even the very first minute. And if you're feeling generous, do me a solid, subscribe. If you're a photographer, you might want to check out my Lightroom 6 presets and all the other social crap. That was a long pause. See ya.